To begin this practice of Yoga Nidra, find your way into a position that is comfortable, that your body can fully and completely relax in. Ideally, you'll be lying down on your back, but if that doesn't feel sustainable for any reason, you could lie on your side or you could sit upright. As you find your way into your position, just begin to allow your body to soften. You can begin to imagine the feeling just before you fall asleep, of your body becoming very soft, but still alert in the mind. And give yourself the instruction to not fall asleep, maybe making that an intention for today's meditation. And continue to remind yourself of that throughout the practice. Now follow my voice without intellectualizing or analyzing the instructions that I say. If thoughts come up, don't let them disturb you, but simply come back to my instructions. Now, whatever you see in today's practice, whatever your mind's eye creates, let that be. Know that there is no right or wrong way to practice Yoga Nidra. Now just begin to notice the sounds in the room around you. Notice the closest sound to you. Maybe it's the sound of my voice. Maybe the sound of other people, of animals in the room. Maybe the hum of electricity moving through the walls. And the hum of an air conditioner or a heater. And then notice what sounds you hear outside of the room. Maybe neighbors upstairs, downstairs, outside. Maybe the sound of traffic moving down the street. Can you distinguish between a car, a motorcycle, a truck? Again, without intellectualizing, but just noticing. Maybe you hear the sound of birds outside, or the sound of wind moving through the trees. Notice how far out you can hear. What is the farthest sound away? And then bring your attention very close inward. Notice what sounds you hear inside of yourself. Notice the sound of your breath with each inhale and each exhale. Maybe you notice the sound of your heart beating. Maybe you notice the sound of the digestive system, the stomach churning. Notice what you hear. Now I'll bring us through a rotation of consciousness. Each of these body parts that I cue, just allow your mind's eye to come to them. Visualizing what it is that you see without trying to force any images. Again, there is no right or wrong way to practice Yoga Nidra. Now imagine a glowing pink light. Imagine it moving into your big toes, your second toes, third toes, fourth toes, and fifth toes. Moving over the top of the foot, wrapping around to the sole of the foot, to the heel, to the ankle, moving up to the shin, wrapping around the back of the calf, moving up to the knee, moving up to the front of the thigh, wrapping around the back of the thigh. And that pink glowing light moves all the way up to the base of your pelvis. Imagine that pink glowing light moving up the spine, moving around to the front of the navel, to the sacrum, wrapping around to the front of the ribs, moving to the backs of the ribs, around to the sternum, around to the upper back. wrapping around to each of the collarbones, to each of the shoulders, and then moving down to the tops of the arms, moving to the elbows, moving down to the forearms, wrapping around the wrists, to the tops of the hands, the palms of the hands. That pink light moves down each of your thumbs, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, and pinky finger. Now take that pink glowing light back to the center of your heart. Let it move up to the neck, wrapping around the back of the neck, the front of the neck, moving up to the chin, up the jawline, to the ears, wrapping around the back of the head, and moving around to the lips, moving into the tongue. Let that glowing pink light fill you from within. Move it up to your nose, up to the cheekbones, to each of your eyes, and the eyelids, and the eyebrows, the space in between your brows, the forehead, up to the very crown of the head. Now feel your body filled with that glowing pink light. See your entire body lit up. Now start to focus your mind's eye on your breath. Bring your attention to the center of your navel. And just begin to feel as your navel rises and falls with each breath in and with each breath out. As you inhale, know that you're inhaling. As you exhale, know that you're exhaling. As you inhale, you can count to 11. As you exhale, it's that same count, 11. Inhale to 10. And exhale 10. Now continue counting backwards from 11. Each breath in is 1 count, and each breath out is 1 count. If you make it all the way down to 0, just restart back up at the top at 11. And if your mind wanders, if you forget what number you're on, again, restart at 11. Keep your concentration fully on the breath and remind yourself not to fall asleep. Now, whatever number you're on, just let that count go. And imagine your body becoming very warm. Maybe imagining that pink glowing light moving back into the entirety of your body. Let it heat you, as if you had fire in each of your limbs. As if you had fire moving through the entirety of your body, moving through the veins, through the lungs. Maybe you feel yourself start to sweat. Let your body become very warm. Now let your body become very cool. Maybe now imagining ice moving through your body. Maybe you feel a gentle shiver, a gentle shake of the limbs. Maybe recalling a time when you were out in snow. Let your body become very cool. Now feel your body warm again. And feel it cool again. And then feel it warm. And feel it cool. And feel both at the same time, warmth and a coolness, so that you're in a perfect balance, a perfect harmony. Your temperature is just right. Now let your body soften into the surface that you're in. Maybe imagining that you're lying down onto a giant feather pillow. Let your body become very soft, as if it could be absorbed into the pillow. Feel your body soft. Now feel your body start to become hard, to tense up. Maybe imagine that pillow underneath you becomes as hard as a rock. And then your body follows, every single muscle tensing up. Now feel your body soft again. And then hard. And then soft. And then hard. And then soft. And let it stay soft. Settling into the shape you're in. Now imagine your body becoming fearful. What sense do you feel in the body when you think of the word fear? Notice where you feel it in your body. In this moment, can you feel fear? You are fearful. Now let that fear dissipate as your body starts to feel love. Notice where you feel love in your body. Notice what it makes you feel. Your body in this moment feels love. Now let yourself feel fearful again. Now let yourself feel love. And then fear. And then love. And then fear. And love. And can you come into a balance of those two? Letting both fear and love exist simultaneously in your body. Letting yourself be as you are. Now I'm going to begin a series of fast visualizations. The following images that I say, let your mind's eye become open. And let yourself see in the screen of your mind whatever images arise. If you see nothing, that's okay. You can just move on to the next image. If something doesn't resonate, that's also okay. Just move on to the next image. Without judging these images, just let whatever comes up come up in this moment. Now begin to imagine peach blossom, ballet shoes, strawberry ice cream, puppy's kisses, painted skies, candy hearts, baby's palms, rose petals, Rapunzel's dress, an enchanted woodland in spring, Paris after the rain, fresh picked peonies, cotton candy melting on your tongue, the tooth fairy, the way it feels to blush, the sound of bubblegum, chilled rosé in the summer, rose-colored glasses, the feeling of being in love. a field of tulips, a sunset. Now take your mind's eye to that sunset. See it in the distance. Imagine yourself standing on a beach and watching the sun slowly go down. Notice, how does the sand feel underneath your toes? Is it warm or is it cool? Notice what you're standing on. And notice what you see around you. Notice the water in front of you. Notice the gentle ebb and flow of the tide, almost mirroring your breath. And so as the tide moves in, you might feel yourself breathe in. And as it rolls away, you might feel yourself breathe out. Watching, feeling, hearing the sound of the water. What does the water sound like? What is the force of the water? Is it moving quickly or slowly? And how far out can you hear? How far out can you see into the distance of that ocean? Can you imagine what's on the other side? And look around you again. Notice that sunset. Notice the colors of the sky. And notice how they change as you're standing here watching over time. Is there anyone with you as you're watching this sunset? Or are you simply serene, at peace, by yourself? Even if you are alone, who else might be observing this sunset in this moment? Maybe you think of all the other people, or as seeing this same great ball of fire in the distance. Who else has stood here from this same spot, admiring the sun? Who will stand here in the future, watching the sun move down? Who has ever been touched by the sun? Felt its warm rays, felt its light? Can you think of all the people in the world who have not only experienced a sunset, but have felt the sun? And maybe in this moment, thinking of all the people on this planet, you feel connected by that fiery orb in the sky. Notice what you feel in this moment. And watch the sky as it continues to change colors. The sun as it continues to move down into the horizon, so that it just begins to tuck underneath the sight of the waves in the distance. And slowly, gradually, it becomes night. And it's time to go back home. Time to go back inside. So take your mind's eye back to the room that you're in. Maybe hearing the sounds around you. Maybe noticing again the hum of electricity. The hum of a heater or air conditioning. The sound of my voice. The sounds of your body. The sound of your breath. As you come back into your body, maybe start to invite small movements back. Feeling a gentle wiggle of your fingers. A gentle wiggle of your toes. as you begin to ease your way out of this guided meditation, just begin to calmly, slowly lift your way up to seated. Coming upright, let your spine grow tall. Take your hands into your heart. Keep your eyes closed, or allow your gaze to stay soft. And keeping your hands around the level of your heart, just separate your palms and imagine a crystal ball inside of the space between your palms. Within that crystal ball, you can see your heart's desire. You can see what it is that you truly need in this moment. Imagine yourself receiving whatever gift that may be. Notice how it feels to receive it. And whatever it is that you need in this moment, allow that to be your intention. Make that intention clear. And say it to yourself in your mind. Now, if your palms are still separated, press them all the way together to touch. Bow your chin down to your chest in a gesture of gratitude for making this space for yourself. Thank yourself for showing up to our practice. And when you're ready, you can blink your eyes back open. Becoming here, present, fully awake.